Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the current 6 of the God of High School. Let's get right into it. Now, before I talk about the individual members and their abilities, let's just talk about who the 6 are as an organization. The 6, also known as the Human Cultural Organization, are a group of people who are the highest level masters of their fighting style of whichever they choose to practice. The group was founded by Ungyo Kim, a name I am almost certain I mispronounced, but I have no intention of redoing, so you're stuck with what you get. They're known for being the highest level masters of their own styles, and the 6 seem to be a special and secret group that would be hired by the president to do difficult tasks. They answer only to the president and are rumored to be given enormous sums of money at times. Mubong Park previously acted as the coordinator of the 6, otherwise they all sort of got to live their own lives, do their own thing, no one really bothered them. And every 10 years or so they would fight amongst themselves to see who gets the title of the Special Human Cultural Asset, aka the best fighter amongst the 6. However, the 6 are the strongest people in the country that line up with the world government. It by no means means, that's a weird sentence, that they are the strongest people in the verse. They are not, they almost never are. 17 years ago, just a quick example of the tasks they're hired to do, the 6 were hired to retrieve Tai Jinjin, but failed to do so after he beat the absolute living shit out of him. Those that wanted Tai Jinjin wanted him to answer as to what happened in the infiltration to North Korea. Okay, now let's just get right into who the previous members of the 6 were and the current members. The former members include Gisa Seong, Jai San Jeon, Mubong Park, Bongchim Na, Halyang Seo, Dusik Kim, and Ungnyo Kim. And Jiu Moon, also known as Executive S, I believe. Yes, Executive S is a apprentice of Gisa Seong and is learning in order to gain a spot on the 6. However, he was crippled by Yomira, and so it's really doubtful that he'll be able to attain such a position anymore. And now let's get right into who the current members of the 6 are. The current members all have much easier names, might I add, include Daewee Han, Yomira, Ilpio Park, Sujin Lee, Judge O, and Judge Q. Now we'll talk about their individual prowesses and abilities just in a sec. Okay, let's start with our favorite, Daewee Han. Daewee Han, at the end, or I suppose at the start of Ragnarok, inherited the wisdom of the sage, which he was gifted by the sage, as he saw that he was the only human that the king ever liked, and so he decided that that would be his last act of kindness to humanity, to give him his powers. And so he is currently, as far as I believe he's objectively the strongest member of the 6 currently. He can, as the owner of the wisdom of the sage, he is able to control all of the forces of this world, including gravity, retraction, attraction, repulsion, and just a whole host of other ones that were shown. Weak force was example. I don't really know what weak force is, but nonetheless. Next, let's get right into Yomira. Yomira currently possesses the body of the sage, or of the king, however you wish to call that. And then she also inherited all of the national treasures, which were several hundred, last I recall. I don't know the exact number, that were held by Halyang Seo, as he gifted her the National Homeless Association, I believe is the name off the top of my head, when he passed away, because she was his student, and so he sort of gifted her the organization as he saw a bit of himself in her. Next is Ilpio Park. He possesses obviously incredible physical abilities as he's a practitioner of renewal taekwondo, and he also possesses the 9 tails and is the key and is incredibly strong. I think we can all agree. Next is Sujin Lee. Sujin Lee also being another key and holds Pandora's box, or Pandora, I believe is just the name of her Charyok, although I can look that up in just one second. Yes, Pandora. Like the other keys, she's able to she is able to change, the key changes her appearance, and she can create diseases and illnesses wherever she goes, and seems to have the power to produce poison from her body. Interesting. Not a very fun Charyok, but a really deadly and powerful one nonetheless. And she is also a practitioner of ITF Taekwondo. Next is Judge O. Now, just quick spoilers. This video should, again, only be for manhwa readers, so this really shouldn't be a spoiler, but I'm going to give a warning anyway. Judge O has passed away, and so he isn't really a member of the Six anymore. However, since he hasn't been replaced, I'll still talk about him. Okay, Judge O's Charyok is Dragon Slayer. He manifests the ability to summon and command dragons. His most powerful and most used one is Red Dragon, or Changsik. And then he also later possessed, after the Ragnarok, he also possessed the ability to call upon Changsek's children. And so, he has a vast ability to control dragons that he has tamed, most of which, from what I understand, dragons tend to be very predatory creatures and only really subdue someone after they've been defeated in combat. And so Judge O, last I recall, had to fight Changsik for about a week straight in order to get him to listen to his commands, as he had finally been bested. And last but not least, Judge Q. Judge Q, just at the start of the story after Ragnarok, became a member of the Six after defeating Du-Sik Kim for his position as a member of the Six. However, it's been clearly stated that Judge Q is not stronger than Du-Sik Kim, and the only reason he became a member of the Six is because he won 1 out of their 10 fights. Du-Sik won the other 9 for the seat of the Six. However, it's rumored that Du-Sik Kim was being pressured by Mubong Park and the world government as a whole to leave his seat as a member of the Six, because they wanted to further their agenda of showing that power borrowers are superior to their non-power borrower comrades. And so he sort of became the last and likely the weakest member of the Six. His Charyok, or borrowed power, is Joker. His Charyok is considered unnamed and is not famous by any means. However, because he's a direct descendant of the Joker bloodline, he's capable of direct contract and power lenderization, which increases his power tenfold, which is how he's, I assume, able to defeat Du-Sik even that first time. He can also summon the scythes of the Joker at will without calling upon the Joker himself. I believe that covers it for the moment. I did not expect this to be 6 minutes long, but nonetheless, we're here. So if you somehow made it all the way to the end of this video, please like, comment, subscribe. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you on the flip side.